Okay. All right. So finding ourselves in our seated pose. So, and grabbing whatever you need for the practice today. So if you need blocks, strap, have your, whatever you need for final relaxation, have that close too. So grabbing whatever you need, pillows, like I'm sitting on a pillow, you need blankets, whatever you need. That's the beauty of doing this in your own home. You can use as many props as you want. All right, so sitting ourselves up nice and tall, and maybe as we begin to center ourselves, as we begin to ground ourselves, as we begin to bring our thoughts to the present, bring our bodies to the present, maybe rocking yourself from side to side or front to back, that can help. That can help, if you, especially if you've got like some nervous system stuff going on, or if there's some anxiety or tension, or even if everything's slow, just a little bit of movement can be very helpful in bringing yourself into the present moment, preparing our bodies for the practice today. So if you're rocking from side to side or front to back, let's begin to turn this into, oh, that's what was off. I'm going to fix the camera in just a second. Let's turn that, keep going, turn that into some torso circles. I'm like, what's going on with that camera? There we go. All right. Over there, why am I way over there? Good, so torso circles, making those as big and as dynamic as you want, or maybe your body's like, I'm just doing small circles today. So yeah, doing as big or whatever is working for you today. And let's go ahead and change direction. So let's turn that torso the other way. So changing that, getting those torso circles going the other way. Very good. And again, making that as big and dynamic. If that means that you need to use your hands with this, then feel free to do that as well. Or like I said, if today is a small day for you, small movements, just listening to that body. Good. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves center, sitting it up nice and tall. And let's start with some shoulder rolls. So let's begin by rolling those shoulders back and making actually some bigger circles with those shoulders. Usually we do small ones. Let's go ahead and allow those arms to become involved a little bit here. Again, if that's available to you. So rolling that out, maybe even leading with your elbows, and let's go ahead and roll it the other way. And again, just a little bit more additional arm action here. Good, that can help when preparing ourselves when we get to our sun salutations for our chaturangas, our push-up positions. So just rolling that out and rolling that forward. Let's drop our chin towards our chest, and you can relax those shoulders away from those ears. Drop that chin down towards the chest. And then let's lift our eyes to the sky. Good, drop our chin down to chest. And our eyes to sky. And chin down to chest. And eyes to sky. Good, head to neutral. Let's go ahead and look to the right. So think about chin going towards that shoulder, but keeping our shoulders back, keeping that posture very nice, very tall, nice tall spine. And then looking to the left. Same thing, keeping those shoulders back, chest open. And bring that back to center. Drop that chin back to chest again. And eyes to sky again. Good, head to neutral. Now let's look to the left again. We're going the other way. Ooh. And then look to the right. Good, head back to center. Let's do some neck circles. So let's go ahead and drop that chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. and do some of these neck circles. And there are some days where it feels like your neck might not be moving at all, and that's okay. Sometimes those shoulder muscles, neck muscles, spinal muscles, oh, it can get very tight, especially if you've got a lot of stuff going on, or if you didn't sleep well. There's so many factors that go in with that. But the good thing is we've got yoga and we've got these movements to help smooth that out a little bit. Good, or a lot of it. Good, drop that chin to chest, lift that head to center, big shoulder roll. So add in that arm, add in the arms, and then big shoulder roll forward, a little bit more arm here. Good, and now let's do a sun breath. So big sun breath up, sweeping this up, and exhale this out. And inhale and sweep this up, and exhale this out. Good, inhale and sweep this up. This time as we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us or holding that strap. So whatever is available to you, if you're able to hold those fingers. If your shoulders and chest are tight and you're not able to, then feel free to use a strap, or you can use a towel, a small towel, even a washcloth. Small washcloth can be helpful too. Just because if you don't have that togetherness, if you need like something to hold, then you can hold something. We've got that nice and open. Good. Let's look to the left. So let's start with the left and then look to the right. And bring that back to center. We can release those arms, shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's drop that right hand down, reach over with that left arm. Let's keep our left leg, left glute, trying to keep that down towards the floor so that you can get as much of a stretch here as is available, as is possible. And do deep breathing. That deep breath will help open up that tightness, smooth it out, warm it up. Good, let's inhale and sweep this up and drop down other side. So left hand goes down, reach it over with that right arm. Let's keep that right hip, glute, leg down towards the floor as much as possible. So we're trying to keep that weight nice and centered. And breathing this here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Let's do it one more time each side. Inhale and sweep this up, drop that down again. And maybe you get a little bit more opening. Maybe with the breathing and doing it already, you get a little bit more and maybe a little bit more torso twisting. That chest maybe is able to twist open towards the ceiling. And breathe. Good. Inhale and lift this up. And other side. Same thing, trying to get a little bit more extension here, or a little bit more open rotation here. Breathing into that. Ooh, maybe you feel that in all kinds of muscles and joints. Good, inhale and lift this up. As we exhale, let's clasp behind us again, or holding onto towel, washcloth, strap. Just holding those arms behind you. Let's look to the right. And look to the left. Head back to center, bend at our elbows, hands over to our right waist, and let's squeeze that elbow back towards the spine. Good, let's switch sides, hands over to left, and squeeze that elbow back towards the spine. Good. And then let's release that, shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands at the top. You can exhale as we press our palms towards the ceiling. And let's go ahead and lengthen up through the torso, through those arms, through that rib cage. Get enough space for those lungs for our big sigh breaths. So now we're gonna get our nervous system involved right here. Inhale deeply and exhale, sigh it out. Again, inhale nice and deep. And exhale, big sigh out. One more time. Big, deep inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. Good. Bring those arms out in front of us. Stop hands. Rotate wrists. rotate the other way. Let's take one hand, pull fingers back. Get a good stretch right there in that forearm. And then let's turn that over, pull fingers back. Oh, that's a good one. Good. Let's do same thing, other side, top first. So pull that back. And then upside down and pull that back. Ah, that's good too. Yeah, we're gonna do some wrist stretching and strengthening today as well. So that'll be good. Very nice. Let's open those arms up. We see our arms in our peripheral, so you can see your biceps out of the sides of your eyes. Make some fists, roll that in, and then roll that into an exaggerated bicep curl. Let's do a little bit of seated cat and cow here. So let's open this up, arching that back, and then round this. Let's add in that breath. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. One more time. Inhale and open. And exhale and round. Good. Let's bring that spine boop, 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 back up to neutral. Open our arms up. Take our left hand to our right thigh. Take our right hand. Let's take our thumb, follow our spine down towards the floor. You can place that hand on the floor. And let's get a spinal twist here. Oh, that feels good. And breathe. Breathe into that spinal twist. Maybe your neck can be looking over your shoulder. Again, if that's available. Maybe you're comfortably uncomfortable in your twist today. I am. This is a comfortably uncomfortable twist. My rib cage is really, really sore for some reason. I was trying to figure out, like I've been kicked all over. I'm like, what's going on? Try to figure out what I did differently. If I did some new moves, and yeah, it'll come to me. If I did some MMA fighting, I was doing some cage fighting or something, could bring this back to center. Very nice. Let's sweep those arms up and let's take this twist to the other side. Take that thumb, taking that down. Oh, and twist that here. Nice spinal twist. Good. Use that breath in this spinal twist. Inhaling and exhaling. And you might find that you have some more stability or mobility more on one side than on the other. And that is very normal. And that's one of the reasons that we do yoga, is so that we can restore that same mobility and stability to both sides of the body. That helps to keep us stable, and it helps to prevent injury. Somebody asked me the other day, why do you do yoga? And I said, well, one of my biggest reasons, go ahead and bring that back to center. I do yoga is so that when I fall, not if I fall, because I'm a person, I'm a human being. I know sometimes I'm going to fall. When I fall, that I don't hurt things. So that's one of the reasons, is to be stable. Let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up. And exhale and press this down. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. Oh, that breath feels good. And exhale and press that down. Very nice. Good. If you're sitting on something, let's go ahead and move that off to the side. And we're going to lean it back and do our windshield wipers, start to get our lower body involved right here. So let's take those feet as wide as those hips, or they can go wider. And let's begin dropping that from side to side. Yeah, what did I do? I'm like, it feels like I ran a marathon. I'm trying to figure out. I know I did something different yesterday in one of my workouts. And so I was like, oh, I feel it today. I won't feel it until I do yoga. And then I'm like, oh, I feel it now. But other than that, yeah, just in like regular life, I'm like, oh, good. Let's go ahead and keep that leg in front, right leg in front. We've got that nice zigzag. Sit ourselves up tall, lengthen up through that torso, and let's do a tall twist to the left first. So twisting over left. Ooh, that feels good. And then we're going to do my favorite, big twist to the right. Big twist. So twisting as deeply as feels good for you. Maybe that hip and glute, inner thigh are lifted up off the floor unless you're super hyper flexible and it's still on the floor. You can use the floor as leverage to go as deep into this spinal twist as feels good for you. Just don't hyperextend. Don't go over to where you feel pain. Comfortably uncomfortable, but not painful. Good, we've got that nice big twist. You're using your breath here. Let's bring it back to center and let's go quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And then last 1. Ooh, and back to center. Very nice. Let's take our torso, square it over our front thigh, so our right thigh, and let's go ahead and hinge this forward into a nice little baby pigeon. So either on the hands or down onto the elbows, or if you are warmed up enough, you can go all the way down, or if you're flexible, you're super flexible in your hip flexors. Some people can just do that and they don't have the hip flexor tightness. I think that is my lot in life. I will always have tight hip flexors. And that's okay. Because it feels so good to stretch them. Good, nice forward fold right here. Very good. Fold. And then let's go ahead and press ourselves up. Good, lean ourselves back and let's go back into those windshield wipers. So let's wipe that. Very good. And it's just from side to side. Feels very good. And then let's go ahead and take that left leg in front. So that nice zigzag, sit that up tall, tall torso, tall spine. Let's twist it to the right first. So get a nice right twist. And now the big left twist. Oh yeah, that's good. Very good. I don't know why that just came to mind. I was watching a dash cam video of a tornado in Nebraska that happened recently. I'm so glad we don't have tornadoes. Oh my goodness. But anyway, this person had their ring cam on in their car or their dash cam, and it was in a parking lot. It was crazy because the tornado went right through the building that it was parked right in front of. It was amazing. And then it went over it in slow motion, and just watching the moment when all of the cars, the windshields and everything like imploded from the pressure of, oh my goodness. And then the building, it was just like, nobody was there and nobody was hurt or killed in that, but it was amazing to watch that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful we don't have tornadoes. Let's bring this back to center and let's go quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center and 1. Ooh. And back to center. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take that torso, square that right over that front thigh, and let's hinge into this. So hinging that forward. I think it was just the scientific part of it was very interesting, just watching the moments when things occurred. So my curious brain, science brain. And breathing and knowing that nobody was hurt or anything, that was very, I don't think I would have watched it if there had been injuries, but. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. Good. And lean this back again. And let's do a few more windshield wipers because they feel so good. Very nice and good. Good. Let's take our legs nice and long. Let's keep our knees bent actually though first. So we've got our knees nice and bent, sitting ourselves up tall. Let's reach up through those arms and let's hinge this forward. So right here, we're stretching through our spine, stretching through those arms. We're lengthening right here, lifting this up, inhale. So we're kind of leaning back, kind of in that boat pose because we're going to get there in a minute. And then exhale, hinge. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale and hinge. Good. Inhale and lift this up. This time just straight up and down. And let's go ahead and take our left hand to the outside of our right thigh. Our right hand just behind us and get a tall, long-legged spinal twist here. And breathe that. Good. Inhale, lift it center, and let's hinge this forward. Inhale and lift it. And now let's do that tall twist to the other side. So that right arm's going to go to the left thigh or left leg, the outside of the left leg. And left hand is behind us and twisting here, and breathe it deeply here. Good. Bring it back to center. Inhale and lift, and exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift, and release our arms to our sides. Good. And now we're going to go into our boat. So we've got our knees still bent. We've got our heels pressed into the floor. We've got ourselves kind of warmed up to get into this boat pose. So let's lean this back. We're leaning back. We've got our arms out in front of us. And let's do 2 breaths here in this full boat pose. So let's inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. One more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Lift one leg. One breath here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Release that leg. Lift our other leg up. So lift that up. One breath here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And release that. Simple cross leg. Sit that up and hinge this forward. Ah, that feels good. That hinge actually feels really good. My hip flexors get on fire when we do the boat pose, which is good. That's because it's for core, so that's good. All right, let's go ahead and lean this back again. And this time, let's take our arms behind us, fingers facing towards our feet. Let's go actually and flatten your feet onto the floor. Let's go into our reverse table. So we got a reverse table. Let's lift our pelvis up towards the sky. Strong feet, strong hands, strong body. Well, I love this because this is a very strong pose. Being held up by those feet, being held up by those hands, and we get so much core going on here. And so much stretching in that upper body, as well as strengthening. That neck is nice and neutral, so you're either slightly looking up or in front, but not above you. You don't want to be crunching that neck, and we're holding this. Glutes are strong, pelvis is strong, belly is strong, abdominals are strong, back is strong. Breathing it here, inhaling and exhaling. Good. Drop that pelvis down. Simple cross leg. Hinge this forward again. We're going to do that again. So you have the option. You can either do that reverse table that we just did, or you're going to do reverse plank. It's up to you. It's wherever your flexibility, mobility, strength is going to let you go today. The plank is a little more difficult because you don't have as much stability. So I'm going to go with that plank. I'm going to press my heels into the floor. Fingers are still facing towards my feet and lifting this up. So it is a little more difficult because with right here, you've got your full foot holding that up. With those legs out, you've got a longer lever, and it makes it more difficult and not as much stability at all. So if you're like, why is it so hard? Because it's hard, because it's more difficult. But they're both very, very good for that core, for the whole body, actually. But we're breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. So reverse plank or that reverse table, or some people call this the Eastern plank. Like, so then a regular plank, would that be a Western plank? I don't know. So look that up. Good. Go ahead and drop that pelvis down. Simple cross leg. Hinge this forward. Very nice. Good. All right, grab a block. Let's take ourselves down for a little bit of bridge work, a little bit more back strengthening, stretching, still warming everything up. We've got that block between those knees. I love using the block because that automatically engages those thighs, inner thighs. Got our arms by our sides, elbows pressed into the floor. Let's lift our pelvis up. So go ahead and lift this up nice and tall. Maybe walk your feet a little bit closer towards your glutes. Maybe your shoulder blades are underneath you a little bit. We're going to hold this bridge for 4 breaths, a 4-breath cycle. So let's inhale it deeply here and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. 2 more breaths. Inhale it and exhale it out. And 1 more breath. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good. Drop that pelvis to the floor. Very nice. Go ahead and relax it there for a moment. Good. Let's release our block. Let's reach behind right thigh, pull that in. Good. Just pull that into your chest and then release. Reach behind that left thigh, pull that in. And release. Good. Pressing ourselves back up. So we're going to bring ourselves all the way up again. Lengthen long through our legs. So now nice long legs. Lengthen up through our arms. Long legs, long arms. So we've got our staff pose. Our most difficult pose. One of our most difficult poses because you've got to hold yourself here. Let's go 3 breaths. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And 1 more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, release that down. Bring our leg in. So just like we were on our back, give ourselves a nice big hug. Let's take this right leg over left. Wrap our left arm around our right leg and twist it. Ooh, 1 more time. Nice big twist right here. Very good. And then let's twist that towards the inside. So twisting that the other way. Let's get a little hamstring. So let's take that, the bottom of the foot to the inside of the thigh and reaching. Peace fingers can reach for that toe, or hand can be reaching for the shin, or both hands for the thigh. Just don't want any pressure on our knee joint. So a nice stretch here for the back of that leg, inner thigh too. Good. Sit our torso up tall. Take our right hand behind us. Left hand's going to go to that right thigh and get yourself another twist. We'll get as many twists in here as we can. So 1 more big twist here. Oh, that's good. Bring ourselves back to center. Staff pose, 3 breaths. Let's find it here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. 1 more time. Big deep inhale. And big exhale. Good. Release that down. Now bring our other leg in. So other leg, give that a nice big hug. Hug that in. Let's take our left over right. Wrap our right arm around our left leg and let's twist this to the other side. And then twist that towards the right. And bring that to center. Take the bottom of our foot to that inner thigh. Peace fingers for the toe, hands to the shins, hands to the thighs. And just stretching through that. Getting that really good hamstring stretch. Inner thigh stretch. And breathing, remembering to use that breath. And then let's take that left hand, place that left hand on the ground, right hand to that thigh. Oh, and twist, twist that, twist that. Very good. And bring that to center. Very nice. Let's drop our knees. Actually, let's go ahead and go onto our knees and we'll go onto all fours. And let's place our blocks where you're going to want them eventually for when we get to our sun salutations. And we'll go on to our quadruped position, our all four position. Shoulders are over our wrists, hips are over our knees. And let's do some cat and cow. So let's drop that belly to the floor, eyes to the sky. Inhale. And round our spine, take our chin to chest, exhale. Good, drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Good. Flatten through our back. Let's go into our bird dog. So our first balance of the day, let's lengthen out through that right leg and lengthen out through that left arm. Good. Holding this here if it's available to you. Remembering using that leg, it can be just as effective. Let's go ahead and bring that elbow to knee 6 times, or if you're just using the leg, that knee is going to come in and out 6 times. So let's go ahead and bring this in for 6 and extend. Here's 5. And extend. Here's 4 and extend. Here's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last one, extend and hold. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it. Release the arm. Release the leg. Oh, there's a little burning going on there. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg lifts, right arm lifts. We find that nice bird dog, that nice balance. And we've got elbow to knee 6 times or just knee in 6 times. So let's bring this in for 6 and extend. Here's 5 and extend. Here's 4 and extend. Here's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last one, and extend and hold. Deep breath in, and exhale it out. Release the arm, release the leg. Take ourselves back into our child's pose. Oh yeah, I was looking forward to that. Glutes go back to those heels, stretching through those arms. I think I'm loving this today for the stretch in the front of the feet. That feels really good, that ankle and that foot stretch. Let's look forward at our hands and let's walk our hands over to the right. Let's go ahead and take that left hand, place it on top of that right hand and get our left glute towards our left heel and feel a good stretch through the left side of the body. Breathing that here. And then let's go ahead and walk this over to the other side. So now that right hand's going to go on top of that left hand and that right glute to that right heel. Oh, stretch through the right side of the body. And bring that back to center. Very nice. Lengthen through that. Good. Oh, enjoy this downward facing dog with those extended arms. Nice. Let's go into gate pose and a modified half moon pose. So let's take ourselves center. Let's start off with our left leg going out to the side. Reach up through our arms, center, and then let's go ahead and take that right hand down. So this may be your modified half moon foot pose for today. And this is good. This is strengthening. This is lengthening. You can even have just your toe down or just your heel down. If you want to begin to lift that leg to work on that balance a little bit more, then you can do that. You can also lift and lower. So there's multiple levels here that you can be working on for these next few moments, these next few breath cycles. So whatever is working for you, but remember, whatever you do on this side, you want to be able to do it on the other side. So if you know for sure on the other side that your leg isn't going to lift, then go ahead and stay down here until that other side is ready, and you can do both the things on both sides, because yes, we don't want to strengthen one side over than the other, because that will lead to injury. So we don't want that at all. But if you are holding, you're doing excellent, breathing it here. If you got that leg lifted, let's go ahead and lower that back down. Bring ourselves back to center, back into that tall gait. And then let's drop that arm to thigh. Reach that over. Oh, that feels good. Very nice. And then release that. Good. Let's take it to other side. So then that right leg is going to go out. Reaching up nice and tall. So lengthen up into that gate pose. And then let's go and drop that left hand down. And again, same thing. So finding what's working for you, whatever you did on the other side, that's your goal for this side as well. So maybe you were lifting and lowering, maybe you were lifting and holding, maybe you were doing a bunch of different things, trying to do that same thing over here to have that balanced strengthening. Good. And really opening with that rib cage, really enjoying the lengthening. And breathe, breathing this here. And you can even point your toe, flex your toe, or rotate that ankle. There's so many things that you can be doing during these breath cycles, remembering to breathe. Good, let's go ahead and drop that down if your foot was up. And then let's bring ourselves center. And then let's reach this over. And breathe that here. All right. And now it is sun salutation time. So we're going to take ourselves into our first downward facing dog. So back to all fours. Curl our toes under. Keep our knees bent, and let's go ahead and lift our tails to the sky. So lifting that tailbone nice and tall, getting a really good spinal extension here. So stretching through that spine first. That head is low. We've got this nice inversion. So head is lower than our heart, stretching through the spine, stretching through the shoulders, the chest, the armpits. And then we can begin to pedal our heels towards the floor to begin to straighten those legs out, to kind of unfold ourselves into this full downward facing dog position. Remembering that when we do our sun salutations, our down dog, it is our restorative place. It's our place where we catch our breath, where we can enjoy a little bit of inversion, enjoying that head being lower than the heart, where you can bring yourself back into balance. So finding maybe some stillness here. Maybe those heels can go towards the floor, maybe not. Again, just depending on flexibility. Let's lift up on our toes, heels high, drop both of our heels over to one side. Bring this back to center and drop those heels over to the other side. Good, bring this back to center. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. Woo. And we can go ahead and let ourselves just ragdoll here first. So you don't have to have your hands on your blocks just yet if you're using blocks. But we are rooting our feet, our toes, our heels, arches of the feet, balls of the feet. They're all kind of gripping and rooting into the floor. But at the same time, our upper body is falling down towards the floor. So we're kind of folding in half here. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a heavy frame for that head. And that heaviness of the upper body, you might feel even more of a stretch in that lower body because of that folding in half action that's going on. And breathe. Good. Let's release those arms. Taking our blocks, or grabbing our blocks, let's go ahead and inhale a nice flat back tabletop right here. And then exhale, release. All right, our head's been low, so let's take this next one nice and slow. Inhale and sweep this all the way up. So you can take this as slow as you need to, so you don't get too dizzy. And then exhale it around into a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Good. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back into lunge. A left hand on the block or the floor. Let's open this up. Spinal twist to the right. Good. Breathing it here. Nice. Bring this back to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to the knees, uncurl the toes. Chaturanga, heart's gonna go to the floor. That nice push up. Heart lifts up off of the floor. Baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog, breathe it here. And this is your back to home base. This is your home base for our sun salutations. This is your downward facing dog. Walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, front of our mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around the chair. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Left foot's gonna stay forward. Right foot's gonna go back into lunge. Right hand on the block or the floor. Let's spinal twist this open. Very good. And breathe. And bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot. Top of plank. Shift our weight, drop the fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart's gonna go down, heart's gonna lift up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Good, let's walk those feet to meet the hands. Standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back. Let's do these sun salutations one more time on each side. So right foot is forward. Let's go ahead and open this up on that right side again. Good, nice right lunge. Very good. And bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Enjoy this down dog. And then let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Left foot forward, right foot back. Right hand on block or floor. Let's open this up, left side. And breathe. And bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Maybe nodding that head or shaking that head. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Let's keep our right foot forward. Take our left foot back, drop our left heel so that our right front heel is lined up with our back left foot arch. And let's bring ourselves up into warrior one, and let's do some warriors here. So we'll do some standing warriors. Woo! Reaching up through this, nice front knee is bent. Good, nice warrior one. And let's open ourselves up into our proud warrior. Warrior two. Strong legs, strong torso, strong chest, strong neck, strong arms, but relax that face and breathe. Good, let's go into reverse warrior. So drop our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior or reverse warrior right here, reaching up through that. Keeping that front knee bent. Don't worry, we'll straighten it in a moment for our triangle, but let's keep it right here, reverse warrior. All right, now let's go ahead and straighten through that front leg. So both of those legs are straight, and let's tilt this down or windmill that down into a nice triangle. Feel free to use a block. I love using my block in the triangle because it feels really, really good. Oh, canary. Wild canary out there. Cool. Opening that up and breathe. Is it a canary or what are the other wild ones that we have? The little wild parrots. I think it was maybe that was the parrot. Good, let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. Very nice. Go ahead and bend through that front knee again. And then let's windmill this down and over. And then we're going to take our foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Hearts go down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift down, press, downward facing dog. As always, enjoy that down dog. And then let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back. Drop our heel and let's do our alignment. So line up our front left heel with our back right foot arch. And then we can bring ourselves up into that warrior one. Oh yeah. That gets us in a perfect alignment. That heel lined up with that arch of that back foot. Perfect alignment for that warrior one. Reaching up through that. Good. And then from here, let's open this into that proud warrior. Strong legs, strong arms, strong torso, strong chest, relaxed face. Good. Drop that back arm. Take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach through this. Very nice. Keeping that front knee bent. I'm telling you because I'm reminding myself because my leg was starting to straighten. Front knee's bent. And now we can straighten it and windmill our arms down into a triangle on this other side. Oh yeah. And breathe. Bring ourselves back up, back into that proud warrior. And let's windmill those arms over. And take our foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our heart down, lift our heart up. This time, as we're down here, we're gonna take ourselves into Sphinx pose. So right onto those elbows, right there. So both those elbows, nice Sphinx. We've got that nice little arch in the back, feeling it in the back today. Very good. And let's do a little bit of back strengthening before we move into our final relaxation. So let's lengthen through our arms, lengthen through our legs. We're going to take left arm, right leg. So lifting this up and holding this here, this isometric strengthening pose. This opposing stretch and strengthening, super helpful, super important for strengthening that back, the whole back. You got the glute, you've got the upper back, you've got the mid back. Good, go ahead and release that, relax that for a moment. Let's take it to the other side. So this time, right arm, left leg. Let's lift and hold. Not forgetting to breathe while you are holding this isometrically. Very, very good for that back. The whole back. Upper back, mid back, low back, glutes. Remember, glutes are a part of the core. So that's very important too. Breathe. And then release that. Very nice. Hands by chest. Let's press ourselves up and back into a nice child's pose and get that wonderful opposing stretch from what we just did. We just did an arch, and now we're doing a nice round for that spine. Breathing deeply, beginning to slow the breathing down a little bit. And hands by knees. Let's press ourselves up. Go ahead and grab whatever you need for final relaxation. I'm going to grab an eye pillow. We're going to take ourselves onto our backs. And let's go ahead and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room and reach our arms, hands, fingers towards the other end of the room. If you've got that eye pillow or regular pillow or blanket, feel free to place that over your eyes. Just enjoy the heaviness there, the darkness there, reaching for that. Otherwise, you have your eyes closed. Imagining that you can add a few inches to your height here. So adding, a few inches, reaching. Somebody is pulling at your wrist, somebody else pulling at your ankles, trying to lengthen your body, lengthen your spine, lengthen your arms, lengthen your legs. Let's take a big deep inhale here. And with that exhale, allowing yourself to sink and settle. Maybe those feet fall open a little bit more. Maybe those arms can relax to your side. But just slowing things down, quieting things down, slowing the body, slowing the thoughts, allowing yourself these few moments of relaxation. You deserve it after the hard work. Maybe this relaxation is your hard work. So maybe that's something that you might want to work on when we're done here. Take a few more minutes of relaxation. If you find this challenging or demanding, that might be something that you would want to process through. Why is it so hard to be still? Why is it so hard to quiet my thoughts, to put things aside? Those are good things to work through, good things to process. And you can do that just by laying down. Maybe put that eye pillow over your eyes and work it through in your head and add in your breathing. That can be very helpful. Some good self-care. And then you can go be as busy as you want to. But recognizing why. And let's slowly bend at our knees. Still relaxing. Maybe you can tuck that tailbone under and flatten that spine against the floor. Maybe not. Some people's spines won't flatten. That's okay. Everybody is different. Different structure, different musculature. Just being in a space that's comfortable and supportive for you. And let's drop those knees over to your most comfortable side. Take yourself onto your side for a breath or two here. And then nice and slow. Let's begin to bring ourselves up into a seated pose that feels supportive, comfortable, strong for you. So you can be simple cross-legged, you can be kneeling, you can be sitting in a chair, sitting however it feels best for you. Once you get there, let's go ahead and lengthen up through that spine. So lengthen up through that torso, nice long spine, nice strong back. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Bring our palms together and exhale. Eyes are going to follow our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lifting that head center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And cleansing exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day. And we will see you next time.